It's not my fault. You've been lying, saying that I took away your peace. Drowning by yourself, now you wanna blame me. Like you have no options. I ain't take your options. Nah, I'm not the problem. Man, that's on you, yeah. You've been terrorizing me, yeah, I'm always wrong. I knew you lost your mind when you dropped that bomb. Girl, are you crazy? Yeah, you must be crazy. I've been thinking lately it's you. You stole your peace, put it on me, but baby, it's you.
Hello. I am your host, Simo, of What's Really Going On blog.
Lie like alright, but take your stuff back.
Everybody that listens in around the globe, without further ado, I'd like to thank Tanzania, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Australia, Philippines, Pakistan, Japan, Russia, Sweden, Norway, United Kingdom, France, Italy, Algeria, Egypt, Sudan, Nigeria, South Africa, Brazil, Mexico.
What did you think?
The United States. And I'm not
You could say whatever, and I would never.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
You've been flexing everywhere.
This is
Girl, look in the mirror.
Men out here today.
Man, you're so dirty.
When I
Yeah, you look so dirty.
I mean,
You were never worthy.
Be living in a home with a girlfriend or a significant other. They will have kids,
put
maybe
it on me,
but still out here trying to put their penis
like alright,
in
but
women,
take your
or trying to date women and tell them they trying to start a relationship with them. But they already in a relationship. When I say in a relationship, I mean they married, or they engaged, or they're in a supposedly serious relationship, but they don't care, man. That's straight savage. They don't care. I'm talking about on family vacations, steady texting, DMing folks, and doing all kinds of stuff. I'm talking about that's not trying to get with your friends, all kind of stuff. Dudes just
every
get
day
married,
would
but
rain on your parade. Shine, you can shake, yeah. If I was Father Time,
unless you got an open relationship,
then I would change the name.
There's a lot of women out here don't understand.
So I never saw your face.
And some of them ain't even, some of them want men. You understand what I'm saying? If your dude is out here, he's spending more time with his boys than he's spending with you. That's red flag number one. What dude want to be around another sweat job all day? Don't nobody want to do that. But these dudes are straight savages. Let me tell you something. This is something that just recently happened to me. Now, a friend of mine reached out. Right here is one. He might have been the greatest love of my life, and I was married like a really long time with my husband. But of course, I didn't stay with my husband. But I say that to say this dude, I really, really think he was the love of my life. I'm talking about, had me wrapped around his finger, had me thinking he felt the same way about me too. But I quickly found out. Upon research, because I kept getting these feelings, these crazy gut feelings. I kept getting these feelings that something wasn't quite right about him. He was just so perfect. It just seemed so perfect. And we would always say to each other, I wonder how long this is going to last. This is a feeling I never felt before. This is just wonderful. This is just like, this is it. I'm talking about the chemistry, the sexual chemistry everything was there, like just perfect. We could talk to each other about anything. But guess what I found out? Because I started getting these gut feelings. I'm like, something ain't right. He would send me text messages that just didn't make sense. And I'm like, wait a minute. Meet you in your office. What you talking about? You talking to me? I'm 1,000 miles away. So... So I quickly realized what was happening is he was talking to several other women The same time he was talking to me, and he probably had all of them head over heels for him. I'm talking about real affectionate. He knew how to play the game. But see me, I'm like, if something is off, I'm going to do some little digging. I'm going to do some little research. So what I found out is he was actually talking to at least 3 women that I know of. And the same game he was spitting at me, he was spitting at them. So that dude definitely, he was out there. And then he's so smooth. He just had this real soothing voice, and just super, just on the surface, very, very sweet. But he was literally a wolf in sheep's clothing, like literally. But you got to be careful. These dudes are straight savages out here. They don't care. This particular guy reached out to me recently and was like, you know what? We should start over. What? What is it that we should start over? 'Cause you were with me, but you were with several other people, and you were telling them the same thing that you're telling me. And I'm pretty sure you starting over with everybody, because everybody probably found out what you were doing. And it's just a matter of time before whoever he's with now, they're going to find out he's doing the same thing. And it's just a cycle. But I think with him, I'm not no psychiatrist. I'm not no life coach. I'm not none of that. But I think with him, what it was with him basically is that he got a kick or a thrill out of the beginnings of a relationship and the freshness and the newness, and telling people that, you know what, hey, I want to try this with you. I want to try that with you. And this is the first. But I quickly found out, because he did that same thing with me. And of course, I was naive. I was married for a long time. I got married when I was 26. And then I found myself out there on the dating scene. So I was kind of naive when it came to dating. So all these firsts that I was doing with this guy, I'm thinking that me and him, we're the only persons doing it. It wasn't. This is something that he did with several women over time. I'm not going to get into how I found out, but I'm just going to say never discount that gut feeling that you may have about a person or thing, because most times it's going to be true. It's going to be true. Don't discount that gut feeling. But what I'm saying is these guys out here are straight savage. Now, I come across people all the time. And they might say, hey, you want to exchange phone numbers? You want to do this, or you want to do this, do that, or you want to meet for a drink, and so if I feel something is off, I will always ask them, well, are you married? Are you in a relationship? What's going on? What is it that you're looking for? And some of them say, oh yeah, well, I'm with somebody, but we're not together right now, or we're separated, or we're staying in the same house, but I just can't with them. So I will only date somebody that I know for sure is single. Okay. Now, if you're single and you are dating, that's fine, because I am doing the same thing, or as I call it, research. That's fine. It's nothing wrong with that, but be honest, be straight up with people. Don't tell people that you want to be in this amazing relationship with them, but you're telling 10 other people the same thing too. That's crazy. Just tell people you're single and you're dating, and that's how you like it. Give people the opportunity to make the decision whether they want to, do that with you, explore things with you, or not. But the particular guy that I'm talking about, straight savage. He has been a straight savage for the whole time I've known him. I mean, and I always, we keep in touch, like as far as, birthdays, holidays, he'll send a text, I'll send a text or whatever. But then I thought about it. He does that with everybody, I'm sure. Because I'm just going to say this. One of the women that he was involved with, she somehow reached out to me. She found out about me. She reached out to me. And she was like, yeah, he told me he was in love with me. And I you know what I say, girl, stop. That's what he tells everybody. And he does that. And he develops this relationship with you. But once he realizes that it's not working anymore, or that you're hip to what he's doing, he's going to be off to the next one. Just this was just on my mind this morning, because men are such savages. I'm talking about, I've dated a guy who asked me to marry him now, and I think I've talked about this before in another past podcast where I was saying that this guy, he was quickly asking about marriage when we hadn't even really known each other that long. And I was like, well, no, let's just get to know each other or whatever first. And he got married. He was married maybe like a week or two. Should have been still on his honeymoon. And then he reached out to me and said, well, why wouldn't you marry me? Is it because I didn't have a six-pack? I wasn't healthy enough. And at that time that we were dating, I was big into I was getting into being a vegan, and I was working out, and I would always tell him, you need to eat healthier, because he would stay at the buffet all the time and send me plates of his cornbread and smothered chicken and gravy. And nothing sexy about that. So, I used to say, make better choices, but I never downed him or talked about him or anything like that. Tall, great looking guy. Had a little pot in his belly, but that's okay. But anyway, what I'm saying is be careful. These guys out here, some of these guys, it used to be a time when women would get married just to so I got me a husband, and, I got the kids, and I'm the soccer mom or whatever. And then they be in these marriages just to say that they're in these marriages. Right? Now the dudes are doing it. I want to marry you, but I'm going to do whatever I want to do. That ain't cool, ladies. Now, unless you're in an open relationship or a non-monogamous relationship, then cool, do that. But don't tell these women that you're in a relationship with them if you're going to be in relationships with 10 other women at the same time. And not giving these women the opportunity to say, hey, I don't want to be involved with your shenanigans. Stop lying to these women. Start telling them the truth. And then you got all these so-called gurus that say what women need to do and what this, that, and the third. What was the one, Derek Jackson? He was out there giving people all this relationship advice, and he was doing the same things that he said the trifling dudes was doing. Then you got this other dude, what's his name? I can't even think of his name. But he does the videos where he pretty much downs all these women, talks about how much they weigh, and you are average, and you gonna get this, and you gonna get that. But he had a grown man laying in his bed on his live. But we ain't gonna talk too much about that. Then you got all these other relationship gurus that are not in a relationship, but they know so much. I went to school for business, but I don't know everything about business. I'm not sure what they went to school for, but I'm pretty sure they don't know all about it. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is be careful out here in these streets. These dudes out here are straight savage. Thank you for listening, and this was just a mindful minute.
It's not my fault. You've been lying, saying that I took away your peace. Drowning by yourself, now you wanna blame me. Like you have no options. I ain't take your options. Now I'm not the problem. Man, that's on you, yeah. You've been terrorizing me, yeah, I'm always wrong. I knew you lost your mind when you dropped that bomb. Girl, are you crazy? Yeah, you must be crazy. I've been thinking lately it's you. You stole your peace, put it on me. Baby, it's you. Lying like a rat, but take your stuff back.